Hi everybody, welcome back to another version of the Herzl Happenings. I am Alex Locke, the Director of Family Engagement here at Herzl Camp. We're having a wonderful day as always, and this time joining us for the Herzl Happenings is our camp director, Drea Lear. I'm going to flip my camera around here, and there she is. Hi Drea.
Hey, hi everybody.
So thanks for joining us. I know you have a busy schedule, so we appreciate you taking the time out of it to do this.
Happy to be here.
So I think with so many new families and even the old families would just love to know kind of your Herzl history. Tell us like where you started and how you got to this place, because you've been here for so long. You're totally enmeshed in the Herzl community. So fill us in.
Yeah. So I started here as a camper back in the 90s, 1994. I got off the bus first time ever telling people that my nickname was Andy. Because my full name is Andrea, and I left that summer being called Drea by my Ozream and staff members, and 27 camp years later, I am still here going by Drea and loving every minute of it. I went to camp for 6 years as a camper. I was then on summer staff. I was a counselor. I was an OZO, a counselor, what we used to call program director, and then I was the assistant director for a while, and started professionally year-round with camp in 2008. I've been here ever since.
Unbelievable. That's a really long history. It's a really good history too.
Yeah, it's one of the things I love most about it is that I have had all of these different experiences at camp, and so every summer both feels new and also feels familiar. And my experience just continues to build on itself.
Yeah, and you can relate on so many levels. You can relate to the campers, you can relate to the staff, both year-round and the summer staff, which is really nice. That's great. So talk about the staff. From my perspective, this seems to be a really good staff this summer. Talk about our staff.
Yeah. So, our staff are between 18 and 22 years old. So they're right out of high school and all the way up through college graduates. And they have been, this group particularly, they've been through a lot in the past 2 years, right? Many of them graduated high school in a pandemic. They've been through a lot of transitions, a lot of uncertainty, and the fact that they are here in this place creating this magic for Herzl Camp, both for the organization and for our campers specifically this year, is just truly amazing. And I think one of the things that's so powerful about our staff is so many of them grew up in the Herzl Camp environment, and so they feel this very strong sense of ownership in continuing the Herzl Camp tradition, the Herzl Camp magic, etc. And those that are new in the Herzl Camp staffing world, they are just really diving into creating that environment for our campers. And after 2 really kind of crazy and tumultuous years, being able to be back on property with 2 solid feet, planning creative programs, right? So using their brains in that way, caring for other people, and being connected in such close ways has been really beautiful to see how our staff have shown up.
Yeah,
in this space.
And it feels normal, and it feels like they're thriving.
It's
great.
It feels normal. It feels like they're thriving, and it feels like they are not taking any day for granted.
Yeah, really well said. So we're 3 weeks in now. We had our first 2-week session. Now we're starting our next session. Yes. We've got 400 campers here now, which is so fun to see camp this full. I absolutely love it.
Agreed.
What are campers doing? Like, what's the highlights this summer? What are they loving so far?
Oh my goodness. So our first 2 weeks were, it was taste of Herzl. So the rookie kids, right? So seeing them have their first experiences here at camp was awesome. And now we have some of our older campers at camp. So we have 5th grade through 10th grade here now. Some of my favorite things that I've seen so far is just the regular activities that they're doing, right? So yesterday, we started a food game. We started our daily activities. And the 3 that I walked into were puzzle making. So there were just kids sitting around doing puzzles together. They were having a blast, and that was awesome. The other one that I walked into was Moment of Zen, where kids were just taking a moment to breathe.
That's very you.
It is very me, yes. But they weren't even doing meditation. They were just like taking a moment to be and breathe and take in being outside at camp. And the third one was World League, where it's just, kids getting a chance to compete in a different sport every day. So the regularness of the activities that they are participating in now and how normal it feels is the best.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right, let's wrap up and do just a few of your favorites.
Yes.
So, favorite meal at Herzl Camp?
My favorite meal it's a breakfast. It's Herzl's. So it's the make your own sandwich, egg, cheese, the Morningstar veggie nuggets. Just the best.
So good.
Yeah. Veggie patties.
Yes.
Yeah.
Favorite location in camp?
My new favorite location is the pavilion. Not the pavilion. The amphitheater down by the waterfront. It opens up onto the swimming side, and it is so beautiful.
Yeah, it's almost like a mini Mirkaz. It's beautiful.
It's like
there.
a mini Mirkaz, but it's covered, which is also helpful.
Super nice.
Yes.
Favorite hug, either that we're running now or that you've participated in either as a staff or camper?
My favorite hug is, I'm biased on this one, but it's obviously the yoga hug that I used to lead at camp. It was, just daily yoga and a space for kids to, like I said before with Moment to Zen, just come and be and breathe and listen to the sounds of camp. We did a lot of movement, which was really nice, but yoga hug, it will always have my heart.
Awesome. All right, last question.
Yeah.
So we're filming this on a Thursday. Tomorrow's already Shabbat.
Yes.
Favorite part of Shabbat at camp?
This is it's a newer tradition, so it didn't exist when I was a camper at camp, but it has existed since my time as assistant director. We started, almost 10 years ago now, doing the blessing over the children at the flag circle. So after we lower the flags and do all of the shtick at the flag circle, but before we go to the Mirkaz for Shabbat services, we gather together with the people that we live with, and I say on behalf of all the Herzl camp staff, we say the blessing over the children, and it's so beautiful to see our young and dedicated staff taking such care and ownership over their campers' experience. It's a moment for me to just remember and recognize the magnitude of what we're doing here at Herzl Camp. And it's that moment where like the calm of Shabbat settles over the flag circle and settles over camp. And I look forward to it every week.
Beautiful. Great way to end. Thank you. We know you're busy, so I appreciate you taking the time. Drelia, our camp director, thank you so much.
Thanks, everybody. Thanks for sending your kids.
And that is another one of our Herzl happenings. I am Alex Locke, the Director of Family Engagement, and I will see you next time. Have a good one, everyone.